Abby, Danny, and Angel actually created a trio in which Abby was the dispatcher and Angel was the passenger helping navigate with Danny. They helped deliver resources, goods, even saved people's lives. So let's first ask who came up with the idea, and they could speak first.
I mean, basically, I'm always the one that always willing to help, and I have a truck and all that. So with that, me being able to go through anything, first I started off with just me leaving the house, and I asked, Angel, like, you want to go out and help people? And basically, it kind of took me like maybe like two and a half
like
hours,
3 hours,
3 hours just to get to him from Seneca to
like Jefferson and Dope. What's that? Dodge. Like to Jefferson to Dodge from Seneca. Took like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, just to get to him. But then once I got to him, we started working.
And we did. And it's crazy because right when he got here, there was an older guy, like in his late 50s, crawling in front of my house, and Danny almost, like, he didn't see him, so I had to stop, and that was the first one we saved that day. Like right there, we grabbed him, and he only lived 2 blocks down. He was frozen, like I think he had like even frostbite from him crawling on the floor. And that was the first one we saved that day, the first one out of many that Friday.
That is emotional to hear. I'm getting the chills. It's interesting. It turned into a snowball effect, and I don't mean that with any pun. You selflessly helped save someone's life, and it gave you the strength to keep going. Now, Abby, you played a vital role in this, being the dispatcher. So you were able to take messages from people and help get them the correct help?
So the way it worked, I actually have a pretty big platform. I do many things in the city. So I was using my platform to basically send out messages to people who were out there helping with the hopes that somebody would help. And then we actually know each other. We're actually friends. And I didn't know they were doing that till they reached out to me and they were like, hey, you have anybody else? I'm like, yes, I have somebody on Lisbon who just gave birth. And that's where it all started, where we just like, okay, well, we're going to do this trio thing and just save Buffalo.
So Abby, you mentioned a story in which they helped save a child. Angel, can you tell me a little bit about how that all unfolded?
Abby and then my wife too, they was saying that there was a family that just gave birth to a beautiful baby, healthy baby, at like Christmas Eve around like 3 o'clock. But that night they was texting and they was like, we're willing to meet you at the corner or wherever we have to go, determined to get out. So then we head that way. And remember, this was Christmas Day at around 3-something in the morning. So like most of the roads is still covered of mad snow. And thank God that when we was coming down Kensington, the plow was cleaning, but he ain't clean Edgar Street going towards Lisbon. We parked on Westbury Edgar, and then we had to walk to Lisbon. So that was 3 blocks, almost 3 blocks and a half through mad snow. We got there, and the family was waiting for us. They was getting ready. We wrapped the baby up in aluminum foil that Abby and my wife said. I was on the phone with my wife, and my wife was, I was going through the process. She was like, make sure y'all wrap the baby through aluminum foil. Make sure y'all use a lot of blankets. Boom, boom. Wow. Then when we started getting ready, my brother here, he grabbed the baby in the car seat, put it over his head. He kept going nonstop. The father grabbed the bags, and I was helping the mother going through the snow. You know what I mean? Like, breathing with her. Go ahead, take your time. 1, 2, 3 through the snow. Like just getting through it. It was a mission, but it was worth it, man. I even dropped a tear.
Yeah, as much as I, it was tiring, I just have to keep on going to get the baby to the car.
That's legitimately a Christmas miracle. The fact the baby was born at home, okay and healthy, and that you guys were able to help get the baby to safety. I'm getting emotional talking about this, Daniel, or Danny rather, and I could only imagine this has to be emotional for you, being the driver and a part of the trio here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way as well, just it was just, you know, a great moment that we could do all this.
And then
Wow.
I gave it to him. He's a driver, man. Like not a lot of people could drive through snows and conditions like that. And I tell you, man, this man right here and his truck, man, we was going through everywhere, man. Like there wasn't nowhere that we couldn't get to. That if somebody needed us, we would have got there, man. Like I give him a pat on his back,
Man,
man.
we tried our best to just get to everybody, you know. And like I said, it's only me and him and Abby. And for
Wow.
us, I mean, it still hurts that we couldn't get to a lot of people, but we try to get to as much as we can.
Again, it's an honor to be able to speak with you guys.
Appreciate it.
In another way that I heard about what you guys have done is not only were you out there saving people and getting them from their homes to secure locations, you were actually taking resources back out to those in need, like baby food and things like that. Abby, can you tell us about the resources that you provided?
Again, I use my platform for many of our resources. We did get I'm gonna say a good amount of donations or perhaps trade-ins. Like we'll meet up with the girls and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, I need size 6 diapers. Here I have 6 cans of milk that I don't need." Or for the most part, we did use our own funds to provide everything that we gave out to these people, not expecting anything in return, absolutely. And yeah, we just made sure that we make statuses maybe like probably every 2 minutes just to make sure that we update on everything that we need.
What would you say is the biggest takeaway from this experience for you? I'll ask you, Angel, first to go, but explain to me how this experience and what it's taught you.
I have a big family myself, you know what I mean? And if I was in that situation that somebody and I needed somebody to come, you know, save me and my family, I would really be appreciated. So like the urge of me of just trying to keep being out there was really just for, like for my family, just to, like I'm just that type of person, like I got a big heart. I like helping, you know what I mean? So to see the people, like the tears and the happiness, like you hear them thank yous, but them thank yous is like from the bottom of their heart, like inside of them, that we saved them and we could be able to take them somewhere, like that means a lot to me. And I'm always going to remember that, man. Like this Blizzard of 2022, I'm always gonna remember all the people that we helped and stuff like that.
I think you said it perfectly. You did it because you have this huge heart and you were hoping and you knew that if you did it, somebody else might be willing to do it for you. And it's such a rewarding feeling, right? To know that you did your best and that's what you did. Danny, can you share, what this really taught you?
The same way he feels,
Yeah.
it's just everything is just emotional,
Totally understand. And, while we're on the topic of emotional, let's not forget those who lost their lives. And there's plenty of people who, like you, went out of their way to help save people. And those too deserve a thank you. Abby, before we go and we wrap up the conversation here, is there anything that you want to share with the Buffalo community?
What I would like to share with the community is that we need to be more positive, show more love, respect each other, understand that we're all in this together. Although we might be in different parts of the city, we are literally in this together. And if you can help, help.
Well, thank you guys again for your time. And we'll be right back after this message.